What's going on, guys? Mist here, doing a dual commentary with Tony Flygon. We had this battle yesterday for a Machinima tournament. He's gonna go ahead and introduce himself right about now.
All right, what's up, guys? Tony Flygon here, and yeah, we had a battle for Machinima's tournament, and this is how it went down.
So, right off the bat, I kind of made some stupid plays here. First, Dragonite was meant to be the lead, multi-scale, bulky D-Knight, and he's gonna go ahead and lead with Machamp. Don't I don't see Machamp leads too often, and I do end up leading out with Rotomosh, but just to get the residual damage off, I'm gonna go for the Hydro Pump. He's gonna go for the dynamic punch, and I'll let him take the next turn or so.
Yeah, I have a fourth gen base team. I felt like that was cool. I kind of rebuilt one, and yeah, I immediately know his specs, or at least that's my hunch. So I switched to my Vaporeon, which is Water Absorb, and yeah, you take over.
So I'm gonna switch out because being I am specs, I can't just switch to Volt Switch and just go out. So I'm gonna bring out my Infernape, which does carry Thunder Punch. And looking back, this was pretty stupid of me to do, because obviously a Thunder Punch won't be able to kill. So it will get some damage off, not even half. But what am I gonna do? By the way, I'm the one at the bottom of the screen. Tony Flygon's on the other side. So he's gonna go ahead and go for the Surf, knock out my Infernape. That was kind of a misplay on my part. No, it wasn't a misplay. I just played kind of dumb. So Tony Flygon will take over this time.
Yeah, I just went for a Wish with Vaporeon on the switch. I know he had to switch out being locked into Hydro Pump and me having Water Absorb, and he brings an Ape. I know I can take one hit and just go for Surf. If he wants to do anything, I'll get Wish Recovery. He then switches into Dragonite. I'm not really fearing that. I just go for Toxic to get some residual damage in and break its multi-skill, and I don't have the Ice Beam, so it's the best I can do. And he sets up one Dragon Dance, and I decide to just go for Wish Protect to just eventually wear it down. And yeah, let's see how that goes.
So one thing I do want to mention is this thing was supposed to have a Lumberry, although I think in the long run you could have just Toxic again. So it really wouldn't have helped me too much, just would have given me an extra turn. But if you see how the
I don't
battle
know about
goes,
that though.
if
I
you
don't
see,
know about that because leftovers recovers as well, so it might have been better that you have leftovers in the long run, but I'm not
yeah,
sure.
it was supposed to have Lumberry. I don't know what that was about. Another thing with this Dragonite, like I said earlier, it was meant to be a lead, and he's just gonna go for the Wish Protect stall. And at this point of the match, I was kind of getting irritated, but I was trying to keep focused, barring the mistakes I've already made. And after this next Dragon Claw here, it's still his Vaporeon's like not getting touched after the Wish Protects that he has going on. So he's gonna just get another Wish up, and I'm gonna just let him take it because this is where the match gets very stall out a bit. It's stalled out a bit, is what I'm trying to say. So he's gonna go ahead and take the next couple turns.
Yeah, I was wondering though, why didn't you switch in Rotom?
I really, oh my God.
It's
you know,
specs, it's electric type. I could just go for Protect though to scout what move he was gonna lock himself into, but I don't think I have a ground type, so you could have just went for Volt Switch. I don't know if you have that, but
yeah, it was carrying Volt Switch, but at the same time, I was kind of thinking, well, eventually you'll just kill off Dragonite. It's poison, crippled. Multi-scale is the whole point of this thing. Later on, it
yeah.
probably wouldn't serve me much purpose at all, and it would be easily outspec. 'Cause I think I'm lacking speed EVs, or at least not even maybe 100 speed EVs, somewhere around there. So
Yeah.
in the long run, it would have, switching out kind of would have been a lost cause, and you end up killing me here with a Toxic. So that
Yep.
was unfortunate. Now I'm just bringing my Reuniclus just for that natural bulk Reuniclus has. And if you wanted to Toxic, you couldn't do that. And you're going to go ahead and bring in Azelf, which was a pain in my existence. So I'm going to just go for the Calm Mind, and you can take it from here.
Yeah, I brought in the Zelf because I really didn't want to go and be setup fodder because really my Surf is not gonna do too much, and thanks to the Magic Guard, my Toxic isn't gonna do too much either. I mean, it's gonna do nothing. So I switched to a Zelf, and I have the Wish backed up, so if he goes for Psychic, I get back to full, and I can U-turn out with Choice Band, then fodder out my champ, then bring in a Zelf back in, and then just go for another U-turn. And I'm glad it's not a Trick Room one. That could have been some sort of a troublesome situation, but I do have the specially defensive fortress, which takes pretty good care of Reuniclus anyway. So that's what I do, and I then bring in my Salamence since he doesn't have rocks up. I can do that, and he brings in Suicune. Go right ahead.
So the whole point of the Suicune, it's Calm Mind, substitute Ice Beam Surf. I'm not sure if he realized that at the time, but he's gonna go ahead and go for a Draco Meteor and misses, which is kind of key. I can go ahead and set this sub up. I could have went for Calm Mind, although I do believe to play it safe, I was just gonna go straight for the Ice Beam, just in case he wanted to switch. I'd get that little bit of damage off whatever he bought in, but he does stay in. Go for the Earthquake, break the sub, and the Ice Beam will be able to kill off his Salamence, I do believe. So he can go ahead and take it from here.
Yeah, well, I initially thought it's gonna be one of those rest, sleep, talk, calm mind, mono attacking ones. So I just go for Draco Meteor since that's the weaker defensive side. Without calm minds up, it's max defense, max HP, and I can do 60-70% since I have max special attack investment. I do miss though, and I see the substitute, so then I think it's offensive Suicune, so I stay in and break the sub with EQ. And yeah, he finishes me off with Ice Beam. I do have the Raikou though, who can scare it out, and I can just go for an electric move since I didn't see anything that could wall it. And then he brings in Rotom, foders that out, and then Randall the Scolipede comes in. Take it
so,
over.
so at the time, when I built this team, I was kind of thinking Chomp was gonna play a role. That's why I packed Ice Beam on it. So you're gonna go ahead and bring in your Fortress, and I just went for the Earthquake. Now, the whole point of this thing is also, to set up entry hazards. But seeing a Fortress on your team, I didn't lead off with it 'cause, you could spin it away, most likely. I don't believe I've seen a Fortress without it yet, and I've been doing this for 3 years. So, uh, at this point, I'm gonna just go ahead and Mega Horn away for the stab. Really, the match is lost as far as I'm concerned. So I'm gonna just try to go out with a bang, and hopefully I can get as much pokes down with me because your team just whoa. I was outplayed. That's just how it works. So I'm gonna just keep going for Earthquake, Mega Horn. I'm just switching up between the two, and I get a crit here, which is kind of strange. And you can go ahead and take it from here.
Yeah, I think that crit was Swarm boosted as well. I'm not sure if you're running Swarm. I think it has Swarm.
No, I'm running Poison Point.
Oh, okay. Well, whichever you prefer. Anyway, I can just wall it to the ground, and if he wants to set up on me, I can just go for Rapid Spin, as mentioned before. And yeah, he brings in the Suicune. I thought it was offensive without Life Orb, so I felt pretty sure switching in a Zelf, and I just wanted to get Raikou in without a sub, without Suicune having a sub up. Since Suicune is his last guy, I have a couple of more, and I am Choice Bandit. I'm just gonna lock myself in the Zen Headbutt. I don't have the Thunder Punch. I have Ice Punch and Fire Punch, and he eventually takes me out, but I'm having him at a low enough health spots as where I can take in my Raikou, or bring in my Raikou and take him out with a Thunderbolt. And I think that's GG.
Yeah,
3-0
after you take this
score.
thing out, yeah, it was a 3-0. Good game. That's all I gotta say, and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank
Uh,
you. I appreciate it.
I'm not a bad
Good
sport by
sportsmanships.
anyway.
Yeah.
So good
All
luck in the
right.
rest of the tournament. Just go far, but don't go too far. Um,
I'll
so
win it for you. All right.
that's it,
Later,
guys.
guys.
If you want to see more content from us, links should be in the description if Tetra remembers to put them there. So peace.